I'm sure most of you know that I've opened up 3 restaurants in India, and it's been such a crazy learning curve. But one thing I learned in particular was when I was writing my menu. I wrote it when I was in Australia, and I flew over to Goa to open Antares, and I basically got that paper and tore it in half, because food is so much about the produce that's available around you. It changes the dishes completely, and it's about using seasonal fresh produce. So today I'm going to create for you one of those dishes, which is a red gravy served with long beans sauteed in a few Indian spices and basmati rice. So let's get started. Now I have my long beans here, or chole in India, and a bunch of spices. So I'm going to cook this off in a really simple preparation, but lots of flavor. And I'm going to get started with this first and let it cook while I make my gravy. In we go with some oil, pan on medium heat, in with our mustard seeds, caraway, and ajwain. We want to toast those off nicely so they start to splutter and get really beautiful and fragrant. I can already smell that. So our beans have just been washed and chopped really finely, and I'm going to pop those in and saute those off only for a moment. We're going to place in some water as well. So we've got our turmeric, coriander, ground red chili, and hing. Toast that off a little bit of lemon juice just to balance the flavors in there. In with some water, bani. Now I'm going to set that one aside and let that one cook off for 4 or 5 minutes until they're just cooked through. I don't want to overcook them. I like them nice and green and vibrant and still have a bit of that texture when you bite into it. So I've covered that, let it simmer now for a few minutes. I'm going to get started on my curry base now. So we've again got oil straight into the pan. Now this one I'm making a red gravy. We've got our peppercorns, our green cardamom, some cloves, cinnamon, tej pata. So toast those off. Now I've got my garlic paste, pop that in, and my onions. So you want to saute those off nicely. And now onto the cashew paste. I love this as an ingredient. It thickens and smooths and makes dishes nice and creamy. We have some pureed tomatoes here and some spices. So I've got garam masala, some red chili powder, cumin, coriander, and a little bit of turmeric. It's in with our tomato puree. So I've just taken the lid off the beans because I could see they were almost ready. And now you want to reduce down that liquid. So the best way to do it, remove the lid and just let it evaporate. It's perfect, ready to go. I'm going to season. So now in with our cashew paste. And you just want to cook that one out until all the flavors have come together. I love really versatile recipes. This one you can add in chicken or paneer into this gravy and play around with what your ingredients you're using. It's a very, very versatile base. So it's looking nice. Just want to make it a little bit thinner. I've added in the cashew nut paste because it really emulsifies the gravy and gives it a rich creaminess as well. So it's a really nice way without adding butter to finish off a dish. But of course you can always add butter as well. I'm going to add in a little pinch of sugar. Now time for plating. Make sure you skip out all of those whole spices. You don't want to get a big chunk in your mouth. I'm adding in some basmati rice at the base just to make it a well-rounded, wholesome dish. And now for our green beans. I've added on my chili oil, some freshly ground herbs as well. Now, time to eat. It's such a staple in everyone's household, a gravy, a rice, and a vegetable, but this one has taken it to the next level, and I've put it on the menu in Antares, and it's a winner. It's just tasty, balanced. This is a super tasty one. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel to see much more of this coming your way.